Good day, everybody. This is Ben Mueller. I'm one of the original network marketers of the company Fusion Biotech in the United States. And I wanted to nerd out a little bit, okay? Wanted to give you a solid understanding of why Fusion is working so well in the US and why we believe this is going to be the next Isogenics, the next Mary Kay. I mean, a huge company. It's already a huge company, as I'll go into. But just launching in May of 2016 into the United States has created, in my opinion, the best network marketing opportunity maybe to ever hit the earth, right? Since 1954 or 56, whenever network marketing started. And what I want to kind of do first is back up into where was Fusion. Okay, when it came out in 2006, 2007, the owners, Alvaro and Rafael Zuniga, Alvaro being the scientist, um, they knew they had great products. Okay, and they also knew they wanted to get into the network marketing realm to bring these products to market. Okay, and the issue there was that, neither Alvaro nor Rafael had a ton of experience in network marketing. So they launch into Latin America, right? 2006, 2007. And they hovered around 1 to 5 million in annual sales. Okay. Well, right in 2011, maybe 2012, they hired Randy Gage as a consultant. Okay, so if you don't know who Randy Gage is, go look him up. But he was the first person ever inducted into the Network Marketing Hall of Fame. He's been in the industry for 30 years. I mean, this guy really, really knows what he's doing, and written several best-selling books. I mean, he's a genius. But when he came into the fold as a consultant, and Alvaro and Rafael said, Randy, tell us what to do here. How do we change the compensation plan? How do we differ the marketing tactics or strategies? What do we need to do to really get this thing taken off? Because again, we know we have awesome products, and they do, right? They knew they had great products at great price points. Now, this is down in Latin America, right? So Randy comes on board, and what happened was absolutely magnificent in terms of revenue growth. And this is from just looking at face value from a business standpoint. Growth factor, the amount that the company is growing, is a huge part of the equation in network marketing success. Okay? A lot of times you get people that they get into network marketing companies that aren't growing. They've already hit their peak, right? And now they've leveled out. Well, for the new person to come in and have big success, it's very, very, very difficult for that to happen. That's why you always want to be at the front side of the growth curve. Now, and I believe this is the first time this has ever happened, okay? But Fusion got to $100 million, okay, 112 million in annual revenue in 2015, then launched into the US in May of 2016. It's the first time since 1954, when network marketing came about, that we've got a $100 million company launching into the US out of Latin America. It's never happened before. Okay, so why do I say that? If you want to get at the front side of the growth curve, you have to be in a startup. Okay, now every other time a startup when you're just starting in the US, you've got no history to look at. Okay, you're starting fresh. Now, what are the stats on that? 90 to 95% of startups go out of business in those first 5 years. It might even be up to 97%. So you put all this effort in, you get excited, and it flops out, right? This is a $100 million company launching into the US. Okay, we've got the history, and I put a little graph together. I told you I was going to get nerdy. So I drew some points on here, and I want you to visually look at this and see what I'm talking about. Because where I'm about to show you is where we are in the US for Fusion. Okay, so here it is. Okay, we got the bottom, we got the time frame, you know, starting in 2006, 2007, 8, 9, 10, all the way up to 16. We don't have the numbers for 16 yet released, okay? But I'm sure those will come out here soon. Here's the hundreds of millions. Okay, you got 25, 50, 75, 100. See what was happening in the first few years of Fusion, right? As they were finding their way in this industry. They were hovering around 1 to 5 million. Okay. Now Gage gets involved and Fusion starts really looking at how can we change this to blow up. And what happens? They go from 6 million to 25 million. Whoop, I got to get the right, to 60 million, and then up to 112 million in 2015. Look at that growth curve. Look at that. Now, this is, if you were to look at a comparable situation, what we believe is going to happen in the US, okay? You know where we are right now? Probably right around here. This first year, okay, as we went along, we did well. Now, the numbers aren't the same, okay, in millions. But we were doing fine, and we had to make some adjustments. And I believe, personally, we're probably right around here. Because as we get into 2017 and more things continue to roll out, remember, we're already working with $100 million company. All of a sudden, you see it go boom. Okay, that's where we expect Fusion to go. That being at the front side of this growth curve and bringing in all the other elements, the price points. You can look at other videos about this, price points. The fact there's no auto ship. The product's efficacy, they work, they feel great. It's a mass appeal. We're replacing what people are already doing with better ingredients at a better price. Okay? Now you look at the leadership. People like Randy Gage, Paul Devlin, Ann Feinstein. These professional network marketers that are leading this culture in the US. Then you finalize it with the X-Tribe system, an easily duplicatable system. The main point in this video is take a look at Fusion. Don't let this pass you by. In a sea of 10,000 companies, when you've got, it's very difficult to differentiate yourself as a company. Fusion has done it tenfold. Look again at that graph. See that growth curve. Know that we are heading here in the US the same trajectory. Okay, so whoever showed you this video, whoever introduced this to you, contact them, get more information, do your own due diligence, do your research. And if you're thinking in the right terms and you really see what the vision of this thing is, latch on and come with us. Okay, have a great day, everybody. Take it easy, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.